Matthew 6:32. Panta gar tauta ta ethne epizetusen, oiden gar ha pater humon ha uranias hati kredzete tuton ha panton. We see here we have these two gars, these post-positive particles, little words that come second in the clause, and they're pointing back to Jesus' command in the previous verse where he told his disciples, don't be anxious, don't worry, right? Illustrated by what shall we eat, what shall we drink, what shall we wear? Why shouldn't they worry? Well, for the nations, or the Gentiles, or the pagans, or the unconverted, it's interesting to see how English translations render this. Obviously, it means those outside of relationship with the true God, right? The nations, the Gentiles seek. That's from epizeteo, just a present active indicative, third person plural. Sometimes, many times, neuter plural subjects take singular verbs, but not in this case. I would say probably 30% of the time a neuter plural subject will take a plural verb. I don't see any difference in meaning, but you shouldn't be surprised by this. So the nations or the pagans seek after all these things, right? The nations seek after all these things. That's your direct object right there, panta tauta. So that's one reason you shouldn't be anxious, disciple, is because that such anxiety is characteristic of non-believers. Here's another reason. For your Father, not just your Father, but your Heavenly Father. Notice how that adjective there is describing Father. For your Heavenly Father knows. That's an old perfect form that's translated as a present. It's basically synonymous with gnosko. The form is oida. In form, right, that's the lexical form. In form, this is a perfect active indicative, third person singular, but it's translated as a present. For your Heavenly Father knows that you have need, notice second person plural there from the verb kredzo, that you have need of all these things. There's the all and there's the. You have need of all these things. The verb kredzo, that may not be a word you know. The word kredzo takes a genitive object or genitive complement, and that is why we have genitive forms here. This hapanton may have thrown you off a little bit. You know the word pas, but there's also a form hapas, and the forms are, the various forms are spelled the same. This the endings are the same. This form hapas is arguably a little bit more intensive in some cases. Other times it seems to be used interchangeably. So we could have had here, I think, panton, the genitive neuter plural without any difference of meaning, hapanton, the genitive neuter plural of hapas, or we could have had panton, the genitive neuter plural of pas, really with no difference in meaning.